Imagine living your entire life in the spotlight. Every smile, every word, every private moment shared with millions. For most, fame is a dream, but for Kelly Ripa, it has become both a blessing and a burden. Because today, that same spotlight that once illuminated her brightest moments now exposes her darkest hour. Her beloved husband, Mark Consuelos, the man she has called her soulmate for nearly 3 decades, is fighting for his life. Doctors have confirmed what fans feared the most. His cancer has spread more rapidly than anyone expected. And now Mark lies in the intensive care unit, surrounded by machines, doctors, and prayers. This isn't a tabloid headline. It's a story of love, heartbreak, and the fight for hope when everything seems lost. A story that reminds us all what truly matters, the people we love, and the moments we take for granted. It all began on what should have been a normal morning. Kelly and Mark had spent the early hours quietly together at home, a rare moment of calm between their busy lives. But that peace was shattered in an instant. Mark suddenly felt a wave of weakness wash over him, so overwhelming that even his strength couldn't hold him up. Kelly, panicked, called for help. Her voice trembled as she tried to explain what was happening. Within minutes, paramedics rushed through their door. And just like that, the couple who had weathered everything together, fame, fortune, and the pressures of Hollywood, found themselves facing the one battle they never imagined. Mark was rushed into intensive care, surrounded by flashing monitors and urgent voices. Doctors worked frantically as Kelly watched, helpless. She had always seen him as invincible, the man who could handle anything. But that morning, he looked fragile, vulnerable, human. Fans across the country soon heard the devastating news. Speculation turned to fear, and fear turned into prayers. But what the doctors told Kelly behind closed doors would shatter even the strongest heart. The disease they had fought quietly for months had taken a turn for the worse. It was spreading faster than anyone expected. And in that moment, Kelly said it felt like the world stopped spinning. All the years they'd spent together, the laughter, the memories, the dreams, suddenly flashed before her eyes, and the future she had imagined with him began to blur. She held his hand tightly, whispering, "I'm right here and I'm not letting go." In the middle of that sterile hospital room filled with machines and fear, something beautiful happened. Something that reminded everyone present of the power of love. As Kelly sat beside him in tears, Mark slowly opened his eyes. Despite the weakness in his body, his voice carried quiet strength. "Kelly," he whispered, "don't cry. We've faced everything together. We'll face this too." Those words, soft, fragile, yet full of courage, reignited something inside her. Her tears turned to determination, her despair into fight. She realized that if he wasn't giving up, neither would she. The doctors continued to do everything they could. Nurses moved quietly, glancing at the couple who refused to let go of each other's hands. And that's when Mark did something that left everyone in the room silent. Late that night, despite his pain, he asked everyone, doctors, nurses, even Kelly, to give him a moment. He wanted to speak to his children. A video call was quickly set up. Michael, Lola, and Joaquin appeared on the screen, their faces filled with worry and love. Mark, gathering every ounce of strength left in him, began to speak. He told them how proud he was of the people they had become. He told them to chase life with the same courage he had seen in their mother. And through tears, he reminded them that his love would never leave them, that it would live on in every moment, in every heartbeat. The room fell silent. Even the nurses couldn't hold back their tears. Then Mark asked for one last thing, a pen and paper. His hands trembled, but his resolve did not. Slowly, he began to write. A love letter, not to the world, not to the fans, but to Kelly. The woman who had stood by him since their days on the set of All My Children, who had loved him long before the fame, and who still held his hand when everything else faded away. He thanked her for her laughter, her faith, her unwavering love. He called her his miracle, his reason to fight, his reason to live. Kelly pressed the letter to her chest, sobbing. "Don't you dare leave me."
Something unexplainable happened. A moment where love itself seemed to fight back. Doctors later said they had rarely seen such determination in a patient. It was as if love itself had joined the battle alongside medicine. As days passed, Kelly continued to stay by his side, sleeping in a chair, holding his hand through every treatment, whispering words of encouragement. Her on-screen smile, the one millions of viewers saw every morning, hit a heart breaking quietly behind the scenes. When she finally returned to her show, her viewers could see it. The exhaustion, the sorrow, the fear. For years, Kelly Ripa has been known for her bright humor and boundless energy. But on that day, she was different. Her voice trembled, her smile faded, and tears welled in her eyes as she spoke. She revealed that Mark had been moved to intensive care and that his battle had become far more difficult than they ever imagined. She thanked fans for their love and prayers, her words breaking as she spoke. "I thought I could handle it," she said softly. "But when you see the person you love most in the world suffering like that, it's something you can never truly prepare for." Her honesty struck a chord with millions. Messages flooded in from all over the world, people who had walked similar paths, who knew the pain of watching someone they love fade, and who found strength in Kelly's openness. Mark's fight has inspired many. Even from his hospital bed, he has continued to show courage and humor, finding light in the darkest moments. Kelly often says that he still manages to make her laugh, even when he's weak. "He's always been a fighter," she said. "Even when things seem impossible, he finds a way to smile." That resilience has become a beacon for countless others facing similar battles. Mark's story isn't just about illness. It's about refusing to surrender when life tests you. It's about finding hope, even when hope feels far away. As for Kelly, she continues to balance two worlds. The public one, where she must stay strong for her audience, and the private one, where she fights silently beside the man she loves. Every day, she arrives at the hospital with a quiet smile, sits by Mark's bed, and whispers, "We're still here. We're still fighting." Their children visit often, bringing laughter, memories, and love. Together, the Consuelos family has become a portrait of unity in adversity, proving that even when the body weakens, love remains unshakable. The road ahead is uncertain. Doctors continue to do all they can, and Kelly continues to hold on to faith. Faith in medicine, in miracles, and in the love that has carried them this far. For the fans, this story has become a mirror of life's fragility, a reminder that behind every perfect smile, there might be a battle we cannot see. Kelly Ripa's vulnerability, her strength, and her devotion to Mark have reminded millions that love isn't just something we feel, it's something we fight for. As the world watches, one thing remains clear. This isn't a story about tragedy. It's a story about resilience. Kelly and Mark have shown us that even in the most painful chapters, love can still be the loudest voice in the room. It's what keeps them going. It's what keeps us believing. So, tonight, as Kelly sits beside her husband's hospital bed, her hand resting in his, her heart full of both fear and faith, she whispers once more, "We're not giving up. Not now, not ever." And maybe that's the greatest lesson in all of this. That no matter how dark life becomes, no matter how uncertain the future feels, love, true love, never stops fighting. Because sometimes love is the most powerful medicine of all. And for Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, that love continues to light the way forward, one heartbeat at a time.